I did a little road trip this weekend with my nanny.
Todd Chrisley gets a family reunion behind bars.
This is a close family, and they're obviously going to spend time visiting with one another.
E.T. confirms daughter Lindsie and his mother, Nanny Faye, visited the reality star just over a week after he and wife Julie surrendered to prison. Todd serving out a 12-year sentence for bank fraud and tax evasion.
It just was not the best week for me. The emotions associated with all of that, and my parents and my siblings and my grandmother.
What we will not do is we will not break.
Opening up on her The Southern Tea podcast, Lindsie says she and Nanny Faye took a drive over the weekend.
I ended up taking a road trip with Nanny, and we only got 2 hours away because she was convinced that she was going to do like all of this driving. And if you've ever ridden with someone who's elderly who like probably shouldn't have their license, there's nothing more nerve-wracking, and you just truly just want to take the wheel.
Yeah, Nanny Faye's driving abilities were featured plenty on Chrisley Knows Best.
Hey, what you doing?
I see you.
And my eyes is on you too.
They should be on the road.
Bye.
Did you see that? She just flipped me off.
So when we stopped for our first meal, I got behind the wheel and was like, that's it.
Lindsie says she's also ready to leave 2022 in the rear view mirror.
My family struggled through a lot with my parents this year. There was just like so many things that happened legally. And although the outcome was not what we wanted, there is some sense of peace and closure. And now we have the opportunity to be able to adjust.
Look, any family who faces a loved one going to prison, it's a very difficult challenge. That's true for this family, but they're strong, they're faithful, and I think they'll continue in that way forward.
Todd's support from Lindsie comes after the two reconnected following a bitter feud.
There will never be a reconciliation.
There was just some kind of emotional battle that Lindsie has had within herself.
They patched things up in the wake of the convictions.
The past few months have been extremely hard for me and my family. I'm absolutely heartbroken and devastated.
If Todd and Julie could share a message with the world, what do you think they'd want them to know?
You know, I think they'd want folks to know that they are the same people they've always been, that they didn't do these things, and that they're going to fight to get their name cleared.
And now, Todd and wife Julie plead their innocence while incarcerated. They'll file an appeal ahead of the February 22nd deadline.
The reality of it for me is that when you know you did not do these things, and yet you stand here convicted, that's a hard pill to swallow.
I think they're optimistic, and let me be clear, I think that optimism is well placed. This trial was riddled with errors, and we expect the appeals court to see that.